Hi, I'm Don Stark, your host for Scuba Visions TV. Each week we take you on a tour of one of our favorite dive sites. In this week's episode, we visit a site called Angelfish Reef, which is located off Pine Key in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Now, Angelfish Reef is an absolutely gorgeous sloping wall, beautiful coral reef, but I've been hesitant to put this episode up because the summer we dove it, there was a lot of coral bleaching that had occurred because the water temperatures had gotten so warm. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought this would be an excellent educational program to show people what coral bleaching is and to talk a little bit about what its causes are. So, I hope you enjoy the dive. I hope you find it educational. Corals are extremely sensitive to environmental changes. They rely on a microalgae for most of their nutrition, and the microalgae is what gives the coral its color. As little as a 1 degree change in the mean high temperature of the ocean can cause bleaching. Increased ocean temperatures blocks photosynthesis and results in a buildup of chemicals toxic to the microalgae that live in the coral polyps. Other suspected causes of coral bleaching are increased ultraviolet exposure of the corals, large amounts of stormwater pouring onto a reef, exposure of reefs to certain chemicals or disease, excess nutrients like nitrogen from runoff. So things like fertilizers on lawns and developments, waste runoff, all can increase the nutrients on the reef and cause coral bleaching. Corals can survive brief periods of bleaching, but too long without the microalgae and the coral starves and dies. When the corals die, the reefs die, and the fish go elsewhere for food and safety. Here you can see many of the coral tops in this area are bleached. This is a healthy brain coral. Notice its color. And this is an unhealthy bleached brain coral. Notice the lack of color in it. So what can we do to reduce the coral bleaching that's occurring around the world? Well, one thing you can do is to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions that you produce or cause to be produced. Drive less and drive a more fuel-efficient vehicle. Set your thermostat a little higher in the summer and a little lower in the winter to reduce fuel consumption. Take advantage of eco-friendly practices at the dive resorts you visit. Finally, I would encourage all of you to support those organizations that lobby to save the coral reefs around the world, so they will be around for us our children and our grandchildren to enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that dive and found it educational. I want to hear your comments and suggestions. You can email them to me at don@scubavisions.com. I want to hear from you, and I hope you'll come back and dive with us again soon. Until then, get wet and have fun.